Hey folks, Emily from Foodbox HQ here. Today we're talking about Daily Harvest. Daily Harvest was one of the first at-home smoothie kits and have since expanded to a bunch of different plant-based meals. So let's see what's in our box. All right, so inside your box, you're gonna find this little welcome packet, and that'll give you information about Daily Harvest itself, where they get their ingredients, as well as all of their different offerings. Always be careful when you open up your box because there will be dry ice in here. So now for the good stuff. We have a ton of different things in here. So we have some of their soups. So this is the butternut squash and rosemary soup. We also have the tomato and zucchini minestrone soup. We also have some of their harvest bowls. So we've got the butternut squash and kale shakshuka harvest bowl. And then we also have the sweet potato and wild rice hash bowl. We've got their classic smoothies. So we've got a mango and green smoothie. And we also have a chocolate and blueberry smoothie. We have their bites, hazelnut and chocolate bites. We even have ice cream. So this is their vanilla and sticky sweet salted caramel. We've got flatbreads. There's a tomato basil flatbread and a kale and sweet potato flatbread. We have a latte, so that's a chaga and chocolate latte. There are some oat bowls as well. So we have a vanilla bean and apple chia bowl. And then we also have an apple and cinnamon oat bowl. And last but not least, we have what's called their almond milk. So these are little plant-based milk packets. So let's get organized and talk a little bit about each of these. So for anyone who might not be familiar with Daily Harvest started out with just smoothies, things like this. And so what they do is they'd send you a pack of smoothies, you'd get these little cups, and basically the way that it works is all of your ingredients that you need for your smoothie is right in here. So you just peel off this top and you can see that all of the ingredients are already frozen and pre-chopped in there. So you just throw it in your blender, add in your favorite almond milk or water, whatever you'd like, blend it up, pour it right back in, and then the cool part about it is this top even has a hole for a straw, so you can just take it on the go. Since then, they've expanded out to a bunch of different types of food. So as we talked about earlier, there are harvest bowls, there are soups, there are snacks, there are lattes, there's ice cream, there's oat bowls, there's even flatbreads. And all of these kind of take the same approach. So they're all gonna be very simple to make. All of the ingredients are right there for you. And it's just a couple of extra steps to either heat it up, mix it up, or get it ready for you to try. We are going to taste test all of these different guys. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get that set up, but let's get cooking. All right, so now that I've created my feast here, we're gonna go through and taste test everything. So first we're gonna start with the smoothie. So this is a mango and green smoothie. So it has mango, spinach, cucumber, coconut, lime, and camu camu. So here goes nothing. Ooh, that's really good. It's like bright and airy. The lime gives it a nice little zing, and the cucumber makes it really refreshing. I really like that. Tastes like summer. That is delicious. Next, we're gonna try our harvest bowl. So this is the sweet potato and wild rice hash. So it's got tomato, wild rice, sweet potato, great northern beans, avocado, and maitake. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing things, guys. That was pretty simple. Just pop that in the microwave. You've got a full bowl here, so let's test it out. Oh, there's so many different textures in there. I think sometimes when you microwave things, they can get a little bit soggy, but the mix of the seeds in there as well gives it a nice crunch, which makes it still feel really fresh. That is delicious. We have our tomato and zucchini minestrone soup. So this has obviously zucchini, tomato, chickpea, kale, black garlic, and basil. So again, very simple, just right in the microwave. Everything is mixed right in. You can see that tomato puree kind of mixing into the water. You see those big pieces of kale. Really excited to try this. So this says soup, but that is really hearty. There's a lot in there, and that is delicious. It doesn't lose that crunch, even though we've microwaved it, which is really nice. That is good. Next up, we have our flatbread. So I've already cut this up, but you just bake this one in the oven. This one probably took the most time out of everything that we had. Had to sit in the oven at 450 for about 20 to 25 minutes. So I will say the bottom of it is a little bit soggy, so it's a little bit messy. Now for the moment of truth. So apparently the base is made out of broccoli, but that tastes like bread to me. That's really good. The edges have a little bit of a crisp to it, so it gives a little bit of a crunch. In the middle, I will say, like I said before, it does get a little bit soggy, but not terribly. That's so good. So now I am really excited about this one. So this is the chaga and chocolate latte. So there are 3 pods in here. Essentially what you do is you just heat them up a little bit with some hot water poured over the capsule itself. That then mixes with your favorite milk, just in a cup or in a pot, and then you pop it in the microwave or just heat it up on the stovetop. Definitely smells chocolatey. Oh my goodness. It's like hot chocolate, but better. I know chaga mushrooms and mushroom coffee is very in right now. So this is a really cool way to try that, especially with that added sweetness of the chocolate. Next, we have the hazelnut and chocolate bites. So these are little snacks. So they've got avocado, hazelnut, cacao, chia, reishi, and vanilla bean. So I think we've tried these in one of our other videos, but I'm still very excited about them. That's so rich. There are even chunks of hazelnut in there, so it has a little bit of a crunch. It's not just that sort of smooth, almost brownie batter texture, but man, that's good. Okay, next we're gonna try this apple and cinnamon oat bowl. So that has oats, apples, cauliflower, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and cinnamon. So we just added a little bit of milk here and heated it up. You can also do an overnight oat type thing here, and if you wanna just put it in your refrigerator for the night and then eat it in the morning, you can do that too. So we mix it up. Ooh. This smells like, I don't know if you guys remember those packaged oatmeals of the apple cinnamon. Those were my favorite of the instant oatmeal. And it smells just like that, but it's a little bit higher quality and a little bit more gourmet. So I'm really excited to try this. The apples still have a crunch to them. It tastes just like that oatmeal, but so much better. Last but most certainly not least, I am so excited to try their ice cream. So this is the vanilla sticky sweet salted caramel scoops, a coconut maple murasaki reishi Himalayan sea salt and vanilla ice cream. So very excited to try this. We'll get a little bit of a scoop there. So the top crust here is a little bit icy, but once you get underneath that, it doesn't have that texture at all. It's really creamy. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. Tastes balanced, right? It's not that overwhelmingly kind of sick to your stomach sweet, but it does have a lot of, richness to it, and the caramel flavor is delicious. I'm gonna go finish my feast because I have about 5 meals to eat, but I'll see you in a little bit for some final thoughts. All right, just a quick wrap up on Daily Harvest. So first off, I just wanna say we've reviewed these guys a couple of times. They were one of the first boxes we actually ever did, and I have been impressed with them since day one. They always wanted to make sure that this was really easy for everybody, and I personally loved it because I hate chopping up everything and making those smoothies myself. While they've expanded out to all of these other things, right? They've got breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinners, desserts. All of those things still stay true to their core ideas. So they all have really high quality ingredients. They're all plant-based and they're all easy to make. So you don't have to worry about figuring out your meal or cooking anything. It's not a big investment in time, and you can just be on your way and eating good food. So if you're trying out a vegan lifestyle, as I have in the past, I know it can be really hard to find easy snacks or easy meals that you can kind of just grab and go with. This is a great way to kind of just have something in your freezer if you ever want to grab it, or if you're just trying to incorporate more plant-based eating into your life. This is an easy way to make some switches. I will say, with so much variety, you might take a look at some of these flavors or some of these different meals and think, that might not be for me. And don't worry, you're not alone. I haven't loved every single smoothie that we've had from them, but that's just my own personal preference. And because they have so much variety, I've really been able to find ones that I do really love. So like that mango and green smoothie was delicious. And not to mention my classic favorite of the mint chocolate chip smoothie. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. So if you're looking for some delicious plant-based meals, click the link below and check out Daily Harvest.